What's going on, fellas? It's Cager and I'm back with another video on Black Ops 4. Today we're going to be talking about the many changes to the Zombies game mode this time around and how and why they were implemented. And yes, before you ask, the decision to remove Juggernog as well as some of the other important perks is going to be a main focus of this video. I'm going to be splitting the video up into sections, starting with the history of perks in Call of Duty. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first Call of Duty game to include perks was Modern Warfare. Though this game did not feature zombies, the perks here are important because they include Juggernaut, Sleight of Hand, and Double Tap, which would go on to be included in World at War as both perks in multiplayer and some of the first perks in zombies. The problem with these perks in multiplayer, especially Juggernaut, was that they were almost always seen as the most viable option to choose when creating a class. Yes, Modern Warfare also had Stopping Power, which was an incredible perk, but for the next few games, the majority of players would choose Juggernaut, Sleight of Hand, or Double Tap. Having powerful perks is fine, but in order to keep the game balanced, future Call of Duty games started keeping these perks out of multiplayer. By Modern Warfare 2, Sleight of Hand was the only perk of the three to remain, and by the first Black Ops, we started to see Fast Mags introduced as an attachment, which would lead to Sleight of Hand being removed as a perk. Double Tap also went on to be replaced with the Rapid Fire attachment, and Juggernaut became replaced with Armor in future games of the series. So, how does any of this relate to zombies? Juggernog has always been the most important perk in zombies ever since it was introduced in Verrückt, and Speed Cola is arguably a close second. Double Tap wasn't very viable until Black Ops 2 when it received an upgrade, allowing the player to do double damage, but once that was implemented, it became an almost necessary perk as well. However, when Black Ops 3 came around, the same replacements for Sleight of Hand and Double Tap in multiplayer appeared in zombies. Players can now equip Fast Mags and Rapid Fire in their loadout, as well as obtain Speed Cola and Double Tap in-game. From there I began to theorize that we wouldn't see either of those perks in Black Ops 4, and here we are. This information isn't just purely speculation either. Jason Blundell confirmed in an interview that the reason for removing these perks is because almost all players would get the same perks in zombies, just how most players used to get the same perks in multiplayer in earlier Call of Duty games. So that's the history, but why change the game now? One of the main criticisms of Black Ops 3 Zombies was that it was far too easy. Almost all the guns were viable, even without Pack-a-Punch past round 15, the addition of attachments to your weapons even better, and it was easy to get out of a bad situation with the wonder weapons and special weapons, and even just the regular guns having double Pack-a-Punch and functioning like wonder weapons. Getting rid of Juggernog was one of the solutions to this problem, though it wasn't the only major change to zombies. Most of the weapons in Black Ops 4 also feel much weaker than they did in Black Ops 3, and the zombies are much faster and can more easily trap the player in place this time around. In order to balance these mechanics, specialist weapons were introduced not as buildable or obtainable items through quests like in Black Ops 3, but rather as part of a creative class system. This is important because even at early rounds when the player is completing the steps to obtain the wonder weapon or just trying to build up points, the game is hard. It's still pretty difficult. It's easy to get cornered before even reaching round 10, so the addition of specialist weapons gives the player a way to get out of those unfortunate situations without making the game too easy, since the weapons do take some time to recharge. By implementing these changes, Treyarch made zombies harder, but still made it so that good players can make it to high rounds without a problem. Although for the hardcore zombies fans, this was never an issue, casual players would often find zombies to get boring after playing each new map only a handful of times, and would then go back to playing multiplayer. To keep everyone engaged, Treyarch made zombies so much more customizable. In addition to the specialist weapon, the player can now choose their own perks, equipment, and even starting weapon for each game. This allows for a unique experience tailored to the playstyle of each individual player, but it also allows players to change things up for an entirely new experience. The addition of custom mutations takes this a step further, allowing players to attempt challenges such as the starting room or snipers only without needing to stream the entire gameplay to verify that the challenge was completed fairly. Overall, Zombies was changed to be able to fit the wants of every player, and that's really incredible. Although Black Ops 4 has been released, the developers are still listening to the community for feedback. A patch was already made to zombies to increase player health and nerf the power of dogs and tigers, as they could almost instantly ruin a good game. If you're unhappy with any of the changes to zombies this time around, you're in luck, because Treyarch is listening to everyone in order to try and make this the best game possible for the zombies community. Well, that about wraps up this video, but I'd like to keep the discussion going. What do you all think about zombies in Black Ops 4, and what changes do you think should be implemented? I'm interested to hear what you have to say, so don't be shy to leave a comment. Also, if you enjoyed the video, a like rating would be greatly appreciated, and if you're a hardcore zombies fan like me, subscribe to see my future content on Black Ops 4 Zombies and more. If you want to stay up to date on my videos and chat with the community and myself, click the link in the description to join my Discord server. I hope to see you there, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is Cager, and I'll see you in the next one.